Morning, folks. A nicer day today, a lot less wind. We got another bunch of cattle we're gonna take out to the first camp, same as we did 2 days ago. Got Miss Hotlips here. Haven't rode her since Thanksgiving weekend. So far so good. Good little trot out to this gate right here. Ooh. Ooh. There you go. Oh, one rain stop right there. ¿Quieres bronco?
No, perro.
Oh, ¿qué perro? Oh yeah? Yeah, my dog's being an idiot again. Get back. Excuse me. We are stuck. We're scared and we're stuck. Alright, we figured it out. Get back, Ollie. Hotlips, you're kind of being a runoff this morning. Get back, Ollie. You're gonna have a sore face by the end of the day, little girl. Get out, Baker. Left. I don't have this hackamore size quite right. I need another wrap on the bottom of it that she can give to it too. This is my heavy hackamore I usually ride on rush. Here! That'll do! But I wanted this heavy one on her because I thought she might be a little fresh. And I wanted... Ollie! I said that'll do! I wanted to be able to really get her attention if I needed to. But I should have made sure it fit better than it did, so that one's on me. Ollie, here! Skeet him! Ollie! Go right! Skeet him! Hup! Hup! Skeet him! Left! Well, we successfully got him circled up. Ooh. Left. Alright guys, Cow Boss is counting them out, that way we know what's out there. We're going to start trailing them as soon as they get counted out right here. Little cool breeze blowing, it's supposed to be real nice today. Hotlips has worked up quite a sweat already. She hasn't learned to conserve herself at all. She will. All in lessons of being a horse. Alright, got them counted through. We're just gonna start them that way. I think they're gonna walk down the inside here for a bit before they go onto the highway, but we'll end up on the highway here in a bit. Alright, well, we got them on the road and got them kind of starting to travel. Right? Ollie Baker, right? And just using the dogs to clean them off of the sides. Okay, here. Been really, Ollie, I said here. I've been really working with Hotlips to have a little patience. She's not so much about it. She wants to go, 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 go. Get back. You're gonna get stepped on, dummy. Hey! Skeeter. Good, here. Good dogs. I've got a discipline collar, a training collar on Baker. Ollie, get back, I'm gonna put it on you. I use the vibrate more than I use the static shock. Just as a correction to where I know she hears me. Like we'll get her halfway and call her back. Left. Baker here. Good dog. That vibrate right there really just makes her say, oh yeah, he gave me a command, I heard it, I need to pay attention to it. If she keeps ignoring me after the vibrate, I will use the static tone, which is just a static shock. It doesn't hurt her, but it doesn't really feel that great either. Right? Hey, right? Right? Good. Here. Good dogs, thank you. So, just bumping them down the road like this. We'll see you guys in a couple miles.
Mincer Silversmiths. Quality work created and designed by Western artist John Mincer. We are dedicated to providing unique, one-of-a-kind items for serious collectors. Rings, necklaces, and bracelets for jewelry lovers. Handmade tack, bits, spurs, spur straps, and buckles for working cowboys and cowgirls. And the Joel Henry high-end collection tack and hardware line for leather crafters. We're proudly made in the USA. Step up to the finest in silverworks from Mincer Silversmiths. Find us on Facebook or call us at 775-423-3379.
So the cows are moving pretty good now. It's a great opportunity for me to take Miss Hotlips and practice just steering around brush. I prefer my horses to feel my body weight when I'm trotting through brush. So like this brush just in front of us, right between our ears right there. If I'm at a trot, I just want to shift my hips to the left in the saddle, and she should naturally then drift to the left of that brush, drift to the right, drift to the left. Okay, now as young as she is, you seen she kind of started prancing a little bit there. I'm going to break her momentum and not overwhelm her with it. But I like to set them up there. Oh, it's not your horse trailer. I like to set them up to where once we do start trotting through a lot of brush, I can basically move them through that brush at a trot without picking a hand up. Because when you pick a hand up, sometimes it'll break their stride just a hair. And sometimes that'll cause tripping or something like that. It is not your horse trailer. So big old nice fancy stock trailer though. Come on, you guys can drive 2 cows. Quit. If you whinny again, you're gonna get in trouble, mare. That big old fancy stock trailer. Quit. Got a couple bulls in there. I'm gonna guess that that's a breed stock guy delivering bulls for the spring. But anyways, it's a great deal for me to get them to move around the sagebrush without plowing through it like that. So, quit. She wants to kind of whinny and stuff. I'll give her more of a job right here than she really needs. I'm not wanting to push on those cattle right now while them guys are trying to get through them, because I could push those cattle fast enough to where them guys couldn't get through them. So I'm just gonna let them drift out in the brush and off the road a minute. Use the dogs, put them back together. Come on, give me your nose. There. I'll use the dogs to put those cattle back together once them guys are through them. They're going through them just right. You know, they're pushing through them as quick as they can, but they're not honking and making a bunch of noise and such. So they're doing just right. All right, they're through them now. We'll trot up here and bump these girls back towards the road. Okay, Ollie Baker, go right. Go right, go right. Go right. Ollie, head out of your butt. Come here. Go right. Go right! Go right! Skeet him! Too much cayenne, Baker. Ollie, go right. Ollie! Ollie! Go right! So, anyways, it's kind of nice to be able to work Hotlips through this brush. Being able to work my dogs right here. Hey, come on. You can, well, maybe you guys can't see it, but she is wanting to step around brush more rather than just crash through it like she was earlier. So, pretty happy with her about that. We're still trucking along. Everything's going good. I've had several people ask, what do they eat when they're in the desert? Some bunch grass. Cheatgrass is turning green already. That's just a very small example of what to eat. Baker, don't be dumb. Going pretty good. Old girl's lined out real well. Just kind of riding along next to him here, and most of them are passing me, which is fine. This is a really good example of how well they travel in a line versus in a wad. Nemacio's back there with the back of them, but there's no pressure and they're traveling this good, so anybody that says you gotta beat on them from the back of them to get them to move, they could learn a thing or two from a desert cow. So these cattle are lining out good and they're wanting to be a little trotty through here, but they're behaving themselves, so just letting them do their thing. We got a guy ahead of them making sure they don't run themselves hard. It's an interesting contrast right here. This side burned a couple years ago, and you can see predominantly now it's cheatgrass. This side didn't burn, and you can see the sage grass. There's some cheatgrass, but there's also some bunch grasses. Ollie, get back. And a little bit of rice grass, maybe it looks like. Cheatgrass does make good cow feed when it's there, but it's invasive. It chokes out other plants, other natural grasses and such, and it's a big fire hazard, so it's not an ideal plant to have by any means. But it is what it is. You can see where the fire got to it and where it didn't. It kind of walked its way down the bottom of this canyon here. Tried to climb the hills a little bit. Nice morning, the sun finally come out. It sure feels good. I'm not a fan of the cold, so I'm pretty ready for summer. I'm excited. It's only a month or two away. Cattle strung out almost as far as I can see. That's pretty cool. These girls finally decided they wanted to go to the desert. Out on the flats, cows are trailing good. Doesn't get any better than seeing them strung out like this, or lined out. The sunshine certainly feels good. Okay guys, we got off the road. Everything's going really good. It's a smooth day. These cattle are lined out and traveling a long line. I think they probably got 2 miles from the lead cow to the drag. But everybody's just got their heads down and walking just like that. I'm plodding up and down the side of them with Hotlips, making sure that nobody's getting any bright ideas. Doing pretty good. So that's that, guys. We're gonna keep on going here and catch up with you in a bit. All right guys, you can see we got cattle strung out quite a while there, quite a ways. Not quite that far behind me, but a ways behind me also. They're being great today. This bunch of cows, I think, is some more of the older cows that have done this several times, where I think that bunch we took out the last 2 days was cows that have been out here, but I don't know, they just seemed younger acting anyways. But Hotlips been doing real good. She's learning to pick her way through the brush really well. Every now and then she gets a little bit distracted like that and makes a 90-degree turn, but I'm gonna hit a trot with her. Try and get up towards the leads, because Willie has to go shut the gates on the back end of the meadow there. Come on, Mare. Keep moving. There you go, see? But we do need to count this bunch in. The cow boss did count them out, you guys saw that. But I need to count them in too to make sure that I got where I'm going with what I was supposed to have. Just the same as trucking them. You count them when you put them on the truck, then the guy that receives them counts them when they get off the truck. Same concept. So, anyways, I'm gonna trot up here for a little while. If I get to some parts of the desert here where there's better feed, I'll show you, but right through here there's not hardly any feed at all. Cattle don't stay down here very much. They just walk through this part of the desert. On the way, better feed, and on the way home in the fall. So, come on, keep your feet moving. It takes some practice for a horse to trot through the brush like this and do so in a smooth manner. Ollie, get back. Colts are always kind of rough and choppy, and they don't know to plan their steps a couple steps ahead of where they're at. But it's real good practice for them to learn where to place their feet. So, anyways, whoa, see, like right there we got crossed up. Almost had to break stride. Really get after her, make sure she keeps trotting. That way she doesn't learn to just quit every time she has to catch herself. You can see them a little ways off the cows. You could be trotting and talking and all that nonsense and not be bothering them at all. Hey, come on, I asked you to go that way. Like Luke, he's trotted a million miles through the sagebrush, him and I have. I can just steer him by leaning, and I don't even have to, I mean, I could put my hands on the saddle horn and not even ever pick a hand up. Luke knows to look for the path that I'm leaning towards, almost like he's reading my mind sometimes. And that's what my, like right there, she did it just excellent. I know you guys couldn't see it, but I leaned just a little bit and she saw that little clearing. Like, we'll split these brush right here. Like, once they realize where my body weight's trying to go, and they learn to feel that rather than feel pressure on their face or in their mouth, it makes trotting through this brush so much easier. Like right there, she wanted to do her own thing, had to tell her no. It does a lot of good too for them learning to realize that, hey, this guy's body weight means something up there. You know, he doesn't lean out of his center of mass. He doesn't lean for no reason. Just like when you ask them to stop, you sit down and put your weight in the back of your saddle, they learn that that means to stop. Same thing. Now, it's an age-old debate whether you should ride the inside or the outside of a turn, and my thought is it depends upon the situation and the type of turn that you want. Good job, little girl. This is kind of a sandy spot in the desert right here, so she's having to work a little bit hard to trot. Which, she's a 4-year-old this year, so I don't want to give her a ton of big days like this, but I want her to get a few, and then I want her to get a lot of smaller days. Okay, now we'll quit her right here. Ooh. Okay, we'll just let her walk now. Very good. But you know, as a 4-year-old, some of her joints are getting closed up and hard enough, and others aren't yet. So, I mean, you guys heard me say last year how much I was using Rush more than I should have to get him ready for the Pro-Am, and that was kind of the truth of it. I used him on a couple more bigger days than I needed to. The smaller days as a 4-year-old, they can handle quite a few smaller days. I don't worry about counting the number of smaller days once they're a 4-year-old. But that smaller day as a 4-year-old, that was a big day as a 3-year-old in my eyes. Just the same as a big day, or a small day as a 3-year-old was basically bigger than their rides altogether as a 2-year-old. So every year they get older, their workload goes up. Once they hit a 5-year-old, they're like, in my opinion, they're like 80% good to go. You know, you can use them on a lot of big days and a lot of small days and a lot of in-betweens and be okay. But you still do want to give, like, if you know you're in for a day that's going to be really hard on a horse, I try not to do that to a 5-year-old or anything younger. Like this year, Henry's a 6-year-old. If I remember right, Henry will actually be 7 in August. He was a kind of a oops sort of thing. I don't know exactly what happened. The mare was turned out with the stud out in a broodmare remuda, and we thought she was bred sooner, and we thought the rest of them was all bred, so there's no need to pull a stud. And I don't know if she left a foal or whatever happened, but she ended up getting bred way late. So Henry's kind of a weirdo. I think he'll be 7 this August if I remember right. Or maybe he'll be 6. I need to do my math. I don't quite remember. Anyways, at that age, Henry's good to go. If there's something that I know is just gonna be a day, and it's gonna be, he's the horse kind of that is carrying the workload now, because Luke is in semi-retirement. He's gonna carry less of a workload even than Hotlips is now. I'll use him for small days around the ranch, let my wife brand some calves on him, stuff like that. But he's earned his retirement. He's doing good. The flavonoids are helping him. He's acting fresher around the corral. He's playing more and stuff, and kind of acting like his old self. We got him on the, I believe it's a performance pellet by Equine Health Solutions. It's just 2 little scoops of stuff he gets at night. He likes it. For whatever reason, he does not like the horse nuggets. I don't know why. But anyways, for a while he was starting to lay down a lot and just act flat old. And he's doing better now. I think it relieves some of the discomfort in his joints. He's only got 1 million miles on him, so he has definitely earned his semi-retirement. I'm not ready to retire him all the way yet. 2 reasons is because he's so fun to ride. And it's nice every now and then to get on something that's got 1 million miles on them, and you can just kind of not have to remember that you're on something a little younger. And 2 is that if I were to fully retire him, I think it would kill him faster. He's the type of horse that needs to feel like he has a job. So I really respect that. So like I said, he's getting some easier days. Let's see, is that our leads? I don't think it is. You're doing good, little girl. Alright guys, we're at a trot again, getting to the front of them because we're getting close to the meadows where we're going. So she's doing really good about this. There's our leads right there. Okay, the cow boss just went by in the pickup and trailer, so he's gonna go up there and count them in. So I'm gonna work these sides back to the drags and help the Maceo back there again. Alright guys, got to the back here with the Maceo. The lead is up at the gate already, I'm sure. I'm gonna bump these drags along with the Maceo there. They're, even for drags, they're really still moving pretty good. So we'll stir them up with the dogs. Let's keep them. The dogs are a little bit tired too. All right, come on dogs, come here. So anyways, we'll catch up with you guys at the gate. All right guys, well, we're just about to the gates right here. We're gonna get them through the gates here and up past the house and leave them on feed. We'll get that trailer unstuck. The feed crew went by a little bit ago with a tractor and a trailer with hay on it. That way they'll have some hay here. So we'll use that tractor to get that other trailer unstuck. Been a pretty good day so far. Alright guys, well we're through the first gate and gonna get them up around the corner here on some feed. The feed crew come out and scattered some hay for them. Dogs are so quiet. They're so tired, nobody's even barking. Ollie got kicked in the head again. You gotta learn to duck, man. You've got to learn to duck. I don't know if he's going to though, folks. Folks, well this is as far as we're gonna go with them today. That outhouse needs a little bit of work. Anyways, I might have been the last one to actually use that outhouse. Maybe not, I don't know. We're gonna push them through this set of double gates right here and let them be. There's feed just up on the meadow, and we'll be here bright and early tomorrow morning, take them up the canyon just like we did the last bunch. Wasn't quite our original plan for the week, but it's what the conditions on the desert dictate. It's what's best for the cattle and safest for the horses and the men. So that's what's gonna happen. Anyhow guys, thanks for riding along. Really appreciate it. Make sure and check out the collaborations I've got going. Get yourself some ranch ropes at rubecknevada.com. If you got a special request for a rope, email me. I'll see what I can do. I can pull a little bit of strings, not much, you know. If you need a horn knot on the end, if you're a hard and fast kind of guy or something like that, I can make stuff like that happen for you. Anyways, we'll see you guys tomorrow.